Also, it was worth going. It's hefty.
It's a spoiler. I thought we were going to have a little narrative, a little journey of
Oh
the
yeah,
moment.
we were.
It's done now.
Maybe, Hello.
We went to Melbourne.
We did. It was Melbourne International Games Week, which we decided we were happy to skip because we're not getting any richer. But then we got an AGDA nomination, which was just glorious, and so we're not gonna miss a big party. And so we went down for 7 days, which was probably too many days. It is a very intense week.
Yes, you were very excited to go.
Yes, I was very excited to go.
It was great. And I was like, no, just before, I was like, it's a lot of days. And then it just happened.
Well,
and that's okay. It was a treat.
It's a full week that starts with GCAP, the games conference that we didn't go to. But that ends with the AGDA's ceremony. And then there's like parties, and then there's PAX, and then there's more parties. So it seemed to make sense.
And we hadn't been to Melbourne since before COVID, and
yeah. And also
it just made sense.
The people that we met there at every party, which was spread from the first day to like the second last day, was well worth it. We met so many beautiful people. The Melbourne scene is just rad. And we met heaps of rad Sydney people there too, so that was really nice.
It was really good. The first thing we went to was the PlayStation party. And that was the first day, and we didn't know anyone at all. And we were just standing there having some drinks and the food, both of which were really good. Yeah. And we're like, okay, this is nice. Like, I love this experience regardless of what happens next. Like, it's so nice. If nothing else happens and we don't meet anyone.
If we don't win the award, we don't need another single soul. At least we got free beers from PlayStation and some good nibblies.
Yeah, it's great. It's such a simple thing. Like, as a kid growing up playing PlayStation, you're like, oh, I'm here at an event.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it was just...
And then like, Shuhei Yoshida, the head of PlayStation Indies, just arrives at the party, and you're like, and he was at things all week, and it was just the sweetest seeming guy. We didn't meet him, because what am I going to say? But, oh man. Yeah, also, it was worth going. It's hefty.
It's a spoiler. I thought we were going to have a little narrative, a little journey of
the moment. We were.
It's done now.
Maybe,
It was so wonderful because we were down on the floor of the forum. We didn't get any footage of ourselves actually. And yeah, we were there. We were next to some of the other nominees, Caps Collective.
Super rad boys.
Yeah, and so that was fun. And then, you know, just so great to see our game up on the screen amongst so many more bigger, huger games.
Yeah.
And, you know, all that stuff.
It was, that is one thing that I will never forget is, and I have footage of this, so cut two.
Yeah.
But so the nominees were playing out on the screen before we knew who would win. And then Queerman Peering comes up, and also just the fact that I'm really chuffed that they used the trailer that has, I mean, the music on all of the trailers is amazing, but Fernbells is so evocative that it immediately pulls into the mood of Queerman Peering, and it's also the song that I've heard the most, and so it's just the one that I'm like, oh, it's ours. And then so it comes up, the trailer starts, and people just screamed for it. People that we didn't know that had played it and screamed. It was amazing. I will remember that screaming forever. Yeah, it was really, really beautiful.
Yeah, it was really nice. And and then when they announced it, we didn't hear anything or see any of the judges' comments or anything like that, because it was just, you know, to quickly get onto the stage and he read out the speech that we'd written together. Say puffed it twice.
Got to say puffed it twice.
We made this game because we wanted more weird poofters to take the center stage, and thank you for putting these two poofters on the center stage.
I think I also got to say faggy, and I was just chuffed to be able to say that in a room with thousands of people.
Yeah, it's really nice. And just walking through the crowd afterwards and having people that we just didn't know coming up to us so excited and
Big
congratulating us
smiles,
and-
congratulating us. Gorgeous.
Yeah, it was nice. So that was a wonderful night.
And of course, Cult of the Lamb cleaned up on the night. The Sensation of the Year won 5 if you count the audience vote awards. And we were just like in a daze after we'd just gotten the award, gone off stage, they'd usher you around to the photo wall, get your photo taken with it, check it in. Oh, the award comes in like this cute little like satin casket shoebox thing. No, too hard.
Okay.
But gorgeous, really lovely, and just such a tizzy. And then we're at the bar getting a beer, and 2 of the guys from the Cult of the Lamb from the Massive Monsters team come up to congratulate us, say the game looks really fun, they look forward to giving it a try. I'm like, you're the big fish. That's very sweet of you for saying hello.
It's the little babies. And the big takeaway was how many rad queer people are working in the games industry or around it, or are just really, really into it and passionate about it.
It's queer until proven straight, really. That's the...
Yeah, and that was so energizing.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, that was really, really great. So kind of galvanizing us to have even more queer stuff in the next game. Not that we were in any way pulling back on that, but even more now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that was 7 days, and we kind of got back and straight into commercial work in Sydney. So it's been another, almost 2 weeks of not really touching the game.
I was working on the trailer, and I did a tiny bit of work on the trailer while we were away as well. So the announcement teaser trailer is happening, not in a great place at the moment, but I'll be back on that tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm doing some work on it today. And I have been working on the house, redoing the house a little bit, because it was just getting messy. Like, there was too many different parts, like walls and stuff, that were getting messy, and it was going to be the tweak hell to fix. And when things start overlapping, like in playtesting, you're going to find problems, because we sent a small tester to Pete's brother, Brendan, just to check the puzzles. And he got back to Pete and was like, oh yeah, it's good, like really good time. And we were like, oh, okay, sweet, that's really nice to hear. And then, what did you ask
Turns
him?
out, I was like, did you think that the hints in the lease agreement were too hard or too easy? He's like, the what? I'm like, how did you end the demo? And it turns out he'd played the very first, the opening puzzle. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4 puzzles in this build. He'd played the first puzzle and then walked through the wall in the kitchen and fallen down into this background area and was like, oh yeah, it's pretty broken, which is fair. It's a very broken build. But
It shouldn't be.
didn't realize that there was all this other stuff to do. And I was like, we'll just wait for the next build. I'll make one a little bit less broken, because there's not much. It's hard to test if you have to tell people what not to do.
Yeah,
That's a boo-boo on our part.
Yeah, so I wanted to tighten that up so Brendan can't keep getting out of the house.
Stop walking through kitchen walls. Thanks, Brendan.
So that's been quite good, actually. I'm feeling much more happy and secure about that. And today I've just got to work on Janet's sunglasses and jacket
Yes.
for you. But the rig went quite well.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, I haven't, you know, when you can look at a rig and just get really used to it if it's a bit munty,
Well,
because
if
it's the test rig.
Yeah.
And then if you actually look at it with fresh eyes and like, okay, this is going to be for the public to see, like, oh,
Yeah.
the shoulders are weird.
Her jacket's lumpy.
Yeah.
I want to de-lump the jacket today. Yes, so that's today. And what else happened? We incorporated officially.
Oh, yeah. Fuzzy Ghost is a business.
So that was done.
Speaking of not spending
Yeah.
money.
Still, not as much as we were expecting. Anyway, that's boring accounting stuff. And that's about it. And now Pete's off to New Zealand next week.
2 weeks with Brenny and Nat.
Yes. And then we're hoping we've got to get the trailer done this week, and including like write-ups to media companies, journalists,
Press releases.
that stuff. So I'll write that up on Monday.
And that's before, we want that before Halloween, which is only like 2 weeks away. So that means these videos can start going live. We've been pre-recording all of them.
So many. So we've got to do the first intro one as well before you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Tuesday morning, maybe?
Oh, that's so much stuff. So much stuff.
But not much making game.
Great. Amazing. See you next time.
We.